Alright, back at the desk. This is going to be a fairly simple one. And I would have the my channel supporters in here, but I took that panel off and messed it up earlier. I'll have to fix that. In any case, I am going overseas soon, and I have purchased myself a DJI Neo, not sponsored by any of this stuff, and I found it was a little washed out. So I've got some Freewell ND polarizer combo filters here. One of the reasons is I wanted to fly this either headless or using the phone, rather than drag my whole hulking great controller over with me, which takes up space and weight and all the rest. So when you fly this through the mobile phone, all of the video settings are, or all the camera settings are basically set to auto. Really the only way to adjust the settings is to fit a filter to it. And this one, you've got a little sticky pad that goes on here. In fact, they give you two of them in the package here, and you can just pop these filters on, and so they go on fairly easy. I was a bit concerned that it might like either interfere with this or it might fall off during flight. Doesn't seem to, and it does fit under the gimbal guard, as you just saw. So these have been kind of handy. I'm still learning to work with them, so if you've worked with these and you've got a bit of advice, stick it in the comments. I've started with the ND8, and I'm sort of working through with it, but I thought I am a little bit stuck for content at the moment. There's been dramas going in the background I can't talk about, so I thought I would do a little bit of this, and I've got a whole bunch of video from learning to fly this so far. I thought I'd present some of that and go over what I've sort of learning and compare notes with hopefully somebody else that's got one of these. I'm still fairly new to it, but I do like it. It's going to fill a gap. I do have an Air 2S. In some places you can't fly it. In some places you just need a little drone that's not going to bump into things and get hung up. So this is ideal for that. Okay, so I did do a bit of mucking around and played with a few different filters. So firstly, I did a few test flights and I did a bit of a hand control. You can put this into manual mode through your phone and you can record handheld. So that's what I did. Now I tested it in this clip here with the no filter on it. And I forgot to gimbal it up a little bit, so it did adjust a bit funky. But you can see the sky is really horribly washed out. Then I went back to putting the ND8 on and gimbaled it up a bit, and you can see it actually adjusts kind of nicely. It slows down the shutter speed a little bit. It does all right. Then I put the ND16 on, which is these are all got polarizing layers on them as well, which is I'm going to fly around water. That's what I want. And then I think I did the ND32. I think that's a pretty good spread for Aussie sunlight, and I'm thinking possibly the 16 or the 32 is what I'm going to go with. Now let's jump to another set of clips. I did decide today to try and fly it with the ND8 in a couple of different scenarios. Now I've got a clip here from earlier where I flew it with no filter, and I think what were my my ISO settings? So I might actually be able to put the ISO settings up on the bottom of the screen here if I can. But yeah, so flying it without a filter on it, I was getting an ISO of 180, a shutter of 1/3200. These are all f-stop 2.8. You can't adjust the f-stop on this. The EV was automatically set to 0. The color temperature was 5500 or thereabouts. So yeah, really fast shutter. Great if you're doing still photos, not so great if you want nice smooth looking video. So flashing back to flying it in a different condition with the ND8 polarizer on, that dropped the ISO, or the ISO started about 180. The shutter, however, dropped to 1/240. Much better. F-stop still at 2.8, EV at 0, and the color temperature stayed at about 5500. I think it was 5580, thereabouts. So better conditions all over, but I think maybe a little bit more ND on it. To get that cinematic blur, I think we're looking for 1/60. But you know, I think 1/240 might still work. It's something I'm still sort of working with. But I guess what I'm asking for you guys is, you guys are going to be the ones that watch these videos. Which do you prefer? So let me know in the comments what you think of the clips that I present here, and you know what you think of yeah, how this little drone goes, and yeah, because this will be the one I'll be taking to New Zealand with me, and I'm yet to do that video yet that explains why and how and what. Suffice us to say, we just want to, and yeah, we'll get back to you at the end. But hope it was a quick little channel filler. We'll be back with some more informative long form. I'm a little overloaded. I'm doing videos for Radio Code now, so I've had to get an editor involved. So we'll see how we go. Catch you later.